When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it's Andrew Cuomo. And you're listening to this fool like pasta fagioli, it's Cris Cuomo. And the garlic knot tells you you gotta stay inside and you listen. Did you see the video where Cris Cuomo telling you how to beat coronavirus by breathing? Because Cris Cuomo had coronavirus, and he's like, a guy called me because, Cris Cuomo's a tough guy. I ain't going to let the virus beat me. I'm a fucking garlic knot. So Cris Cuomo, he's like, a pulmonologist called me and told me, he's like, Chris, you got that corona? You got to do it. You got to get up. The virus wants you in your bed. This guy's a tough guy. Couldn't handle the word Fredo. The virus wants you in your bed. You got to get up and breathe deep. It's literally, can we play that?
Yeah.
Get Cris Cuomo giving people advice on how to beat coronavirus by doing some weird chest yoga, which may help. I don't know. But I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe the pulmonologist is right. I just have a low opinion of the Cuomo family. He's like, you got to breathe. You got to get the virus wants you on your... Here we go.
This is it? Okay.
So here's what I've learned. Here's the secret to kicking this virus. It's
Here's
not
the
a pill or
secret.
a potion. It's about your will.
It's about your will.
Devotion. The
devotion.
virus wants us to lay down.
The virus wants you to lay
wants us
down.
to take it.
Are you a fanook?
Other than the blessed few, the rest of us who get this are going to have an experience unlike anything else they've ever had. Days and waves. The old notion of get in bed and stay there when you get sick, it sounds great. And if you're really up against it, you need to do as little as possible. I
love that this is all written. Why can't anyone, like I do it all the time, why can't you just talk? Like, why can't he speak like he's reading something that's written clearly?
Right.
Why can't he just talk?
Because every speech is just prepared for him in public, right? So,
I mean, does he even have coronavirus? Like, are these people lying that, like, these celebrities that say they have it? Do they really have it? Some of these people on their Instagrams are like, man, it's been very hard for me. They do like this little cough. They're like, you're like, is this real? Did your agent call you and go, hey, you gotta come out that you got COVID-19? There are agents calling people right now going, here's the best move for you right now. Cough. Cough a lot on Instagram Live because people need to follow your COVID-19 journey. So listen, I'm going to play some of this because maybe Cris Cuomo's right. Okay, Bob Grant, who is a phenomenal conservative radio host. This is going to be a conservative show, everybody. We did a communist show last week. We're going to oscillate. We go fascist, communist every other week. Keep everybody happy, okay? I don't know who's going to win, but whatever boot is on your neck is the one I support. So, Bob Grant, whatever you think of his politics, sure, racist, whatever, but a great, radio guy, old-time radio guy. He used to go, get off my phone. And people would call him up. They'd be like, Bob, it's Tony from Seaside Heights. It was always Tony from Seaside Heights. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Bob, what do you think about? And they would just some bullshit, and he'd go, you know what, Tony? Can you do me a favor? You fake, phony fraud. That was his tag. He'd go, that was his, signature line. He'd go, you fake, phony fraud. Get off my phone. And he'd kick him off the phone. He used to call the Cuomo's father, Mario Cuomo, I think he called him son of Sfachim. Now, I don't know what that means. It's probably bad. But Bob Grant used to be like, son of Sfachim. R.I.P. Bob Grant. Bob Grant got kicked off WABC radio because when Ron Brown, a Clinton associate, was killed in a plane crash, that's a shock. Someone near the Clintons killed. Bob Grant said something like, the only good news coming out of this will be if we find that Ron Brown is dead, and he did die. And Bob Grant was kicked off. He was kicked off ABC, and then he went to WOR, and I used to make my grandmother listen to Bob Grant while she would drive me like to and from play practice and dance class. So that's how gay Republicans come to be. You go to dance class and you listen to Bob Grant and Rush Limbaugh on the way. All gay people, by the way, secretly Republican. That's true. All of them. Every single one of them. I'm joking about that. Somebody, by the way, you want to talk about rotted brains? Someone on Instagram accused me. This is great. They go, in your latest sketch, you say that you have a wife. And I'm like, the sketch is me playing a owner of like a developer who owns properties, and I'm evicting people. And he goes, well, don't you think that saying a wife instead of husband is like a little fucked up? And I'm like, the point of the sketch is that I'm a demon from hell, real estate developer, evicting nurses from the building and kicking people to the street. And this is how identity politics rots people's heads. He's like, yeah, but you said... So I'm like, so your problem is that the demon real estate developer isn't gay. You want him to be gay in the sketch that's on Instagram. That's what you want. Let's continue here with Cris Cuomo, who does not have coronavirus.
I know, but you can't stay there. Now I am wise to the beast and its ways. It changes. The fever is just softening.
By the way,
itself.
he means, the beast in his ways, he means Jews. That's what he means by that. And then they had to, you know what him and his brother say behind closed doors. You know they're small-minded sauce monkeys. You know they are. You know what they say? When they get a fucking bowl of sauce on the table and they take a couple of hunks of bread and dip it into the pot of sauce, you know they got a couple of choice words for who owns the media. That, again, I'm imagining that's what they do. I have no proof of that. That's something I'm imagining Chris and his Neanderthal brother do, because they're Neanderthals. You look at Andrew Cuomo's face, he's a Neanderthal. He's a Neanderthal, Andrew Cuomo. Cris Cuomo is a little, whatever.
And your body hurts, so you don't want to move your body because what it wants to do is get in your lungs. That's what it wants to do. I feel it constricting my chest. When I had that chest x-ray did, I saw that infiltrate right away. Now, I also have something else I haven't told you. I have a low IgM level, which is the primary.
I have something else I haven't told you. I have a low IQ. In fact, it was embarrassing for my family to find out how low it was. I'm basically functionally retarded. That's why I have to read a script right now instead of just talking to you like a normal person about my experiences with coronavirus. Right. I have to read a prepared statement because I'm genuinely on the border of mental retardation, and I have a television show. I genuinely have a television show and cannot process information like other people, so I have to have a prepared statement about my sickness.
Antibody. I've always had a low level, okay? It's not something recent. It could be genetic, it could be cultural, I don't know. But it makes me susceptible to things like bronchitis and crap like that. So there I was on Friday night, okay? I was not going to do the show tonight. I was done. I was in a pool of sweat. 12 hours later, I was in the same damn place. I hadn't slept a minute. I was just soaked and scared, honest to God. So then I get a call from a friend of a friend of a friend. Now, this keeps happening to me now. This new reality of how much people just care. I have this new network of not just sources, but really good people. And they all come this way, friend of a friend of a friend.
Do you think it's because your brothers... Do you think, Chris, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question here. Do you think some of that network is because your brother's the governor? Do you think that's a possibility? I don't know. Do you think that? I'm not sure. Do you think it's because you have a television show? Some people... He's like, I have this great network now of people that truly care about me. They really care. Keep going.
Battling this all over the country and the world, and people want to beat the beast. So this doctor calls me up, asks me about my symptoms. He's a pulmonary expert, and says, can you get up? I say, yeah, I can get up. He says, do it. He says, can you stretch your torso? I said, what do you mean?
How great would it be if this was somebody pranking Cris Cuomo? Like somebody just getting him to do like, how are you? Yes, this is Daniel Cohen. I'm a pulmonary expert at Langone. I'm just calling you. Can you get up right now? Can you stretch your torso? Can you do, the funky chicken dance? I want you to do that right now. And I know you're going to laugh, but I'm going to tell you right now, the funky chicken's movements open up the passageways in your lungs that get the virus out. So I want you to do that right now, and I want you to do it outside of your house because it's you need the fresh air. Can you do the Running Man? Can you do the Running Man right now? Can you? Let me tell you why. The Running Man increases circulation in such a way that the virus is less able to bind to your red blood cells. Can you do the Running Man right now? Can you put a video of you doing the Running Man on your Instagram account right now? Can you do that? Let me ask you another question. And this is going to seem, but you got to stick with me. I'm the head pulmonologist. Can you do blackface? Let me tell you why blackface helps. If you put blackface on your face, the virus gets scared because the virus is racist. You know the way Asians feel about blacks. The virus is very racist. So if you do blackface, the virus doesn't get in there. Do you see what I mean?
You want to keep going?
Yeah, we gotta.
Like this. I'm like, oh, God. It's like, yeah, no, it doesn't feel that good. He said, do it. He said, can you hold your breath for 10 seconds? I said, probably not, to be honest.
Do it, you pussy.
Do it.
Do it.
And then
who is this?
He gave me the key.
Fucking loan shark.
He said he heard me say that I wanted to keep this out of my lungs. And he said, I saw your x-rays. It's in your lungs. And you got the right fear and you got the wrong approach. You can't wait it out. He said, you have to fight. And not in some silly metaphorical way. This isn't about like channeling Rocky or Eye of the Tiger. You've got to do the things that will beat this virus. You've got to breathe deep when it hurts. And it hurts. I know it hurts. And I'm not trying to minimize anybody's pain. When you get a fever spike and that hurts, he said, you can't take confidence that it's going to go down. There are going to be spikes for at least 10 days when you get a fever. You got to layer up. You got to drink. You got to take Tylenol.
You know what's amazing about this virus, by the way? No, and we're done with him. But nobody has any clue at all what's going on. Like, nobody has any,
Not a clue.
Not a clue, right?
No.
Like, fever for 10 days. Like, what are we saying here? What are we talking about? What is going on? Nobody has a clue. Now they said you read something that says soap doesn't do anything. Ventilators make it worse.
Soap doesn't kill the coronavirus.
Yeah,
it's only alcohol.
Ventilators make it worse. Soon they're going to say hand sanitizer spreads it. Like, what do you know?